Police constables found guilty of brutal beating of Denham Town man. Two police constables were on Monday convicted of the brutal beating of a man in Denham Town, Kingston in 2019, Kenroy Chambers and Tevin Lake, who were found guilty of assault occasioning actual bodily harm, are to be sentenced in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on January 15, 2024. The cops were placed before the court, by way of a summons, on February 9, 2021, following an investigation by the Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom, and a ruling by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. Videos of the beating went viral at the time and sparked a demonstration and outrage. The court had heard that the policemen were arresting the man after he allegedly used expletives when they used force, resulting in injury. In the video, cops appearing to be in a heated exchange with the complainant were seen following closely on the heels of the man, who was descending a flight of stairs of a high-rise building in Denham Town. On reaching the ground floor, the complainant and lawman were seen walking a short distance before a tussle ensued. The complainant was then thrown to the ground by the lawman. While there, he received several blows from the constables before one of them stomped on his head. New witness statements halt Beachy Stout murder trial. The emergence of two new statements from the contract killer in the murder of Tanya McDonald this morning halted proceedings in the trial. The presiding judge, Justice Chester Stamp, ordered a 30-minute break for the defense to assess the statements after attorney-at-law Christopher Townsend revealed that he was mistakenly presented with the statements. The attorney, while noting that the two statements are dated June and October 2020, told the judge that the situation amounted to a serious issue with disclosure. He further indicated that the statements are significant and could have assisted the defense in their preparation but were never disclosed. Denbley Minot, who is the prosecution's star witness, testified that he had given the police 3 statements. The lead prosecutor expressed surprise, noting that everything should have been served. The prosecutor added that disclosure is ongoing and that the defense has been served with everything on the file up to 2 weeks ago. While noting that the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions has many officers, the prosecutor conceded that it was the Crown's responsibility to ensure that disclosure is made. In the meantime, Justice Stamp described this morning's turn of events as an extraordinary and shocking development. It is the kind of thing that should result in sanctions, but I am not sure what kind of sanction will advance the interest of justice at this time, he expressed. Everton Beachy Stout McDonald and his co-accused, Oscar Barnes, are currently on trial for the alleged murder of 32-year-old businesswoman Tanya McDonald. Minot, who is currently serving 19 years in prison for his role in the murder, testified that Beachy Stout had contracted him in 2020 to kill Tanya for a fee of $3 million, but that he subcontracted the job to Barnes. The woman's partially burnt body was found with her throat slashed in her car, which had been set ablaze along a deserted road in Sherwood Forest in Portland on July 20, 2020. U.S. seizes 5,600 pounds of illicit drugs in the Caribbean Sea. Florida, CMC-The United States Coast Guard says the cutter Vigilant seized 5,600 pounds of illicit drugs and apprehended 8 suspected drug traffickers after a 29-day patrol in the Caribbean Sea. The Coast Guard said that the Vigilant worked alongside other cutters, Department of Defense and Department of Homeland Security units, and international partners to conduct counter-drug operations. Vigilant interdicted 5 drug smuggling vessels and apprehended 8 suspected traffickers, contributing directly to U.S. Coast Guard objectives to combat transnational criminal organizations, the U.S. Coast Guard said, adding that the operation strengthened ties with international partners and promoted regional stability and security. In addition, the U.S. Coast Guard said Vigilant rescued 12 Cuban migrants in a vessel 120 nautical miles south of Cuba. I'm extremely proud of our crew and the important life-saving and critical counter-narcotic missions that we were able to perform on this patrol, said John Potterton, the commanding officer of Vigilant. It was excellent that we were able to strengthen our domestic and international partnerships and work together to make the world a safer place,